What really annoys me is how tiresome this race baiting, or I like to call it phantom racism, is predominantly displayed for the general public to consume. If you listen to mainstream media, if you listen to the talking heads that mostly come from the left, the progressive, the liberals, the wokies, again, whatever the hell they choose to call themselves. If you listen only to them, they will tell you that the greatest divide in this nation is racism. They will misrepresent the hurtful nature of true racism because words do mean something. But with this new breed of idiot, racism is any time someone does not capitulate, agree with, bow down, and kiss the ass of another minority. If you are white and do not kiss the minority ass, you are a racist. No matter how wrong, how asinine, how illogical the minority race may be, if you are white and do not kiss that ass,
You're racist.
which is really insulting to people like my great grandmother and my great grandfather, both born in the 1900s. My great grandfather was born in 1911. And I heard stories of what real racism was. Being a smart man of a darker skin complexion, to be a smart black man and to move out to a small town in DFW that was openly racist, to experience racism myself firsthand, and I mean real racism, not somebody looking at me sideways, not some white guest being seated at a restaurant before me. No, I mean real racism. I mean the racism where I was chased home by about six dudes, skinheads with swastika armbands. Real racism where the athletics coach called me boy, and it wasn't because I was young. See, only the older people, the older generation, understand when a white man called a black man boy, what that was. I'm talking real racism. The racism that when you are in a particular part of town at a particular time of day and cops pull you over for DWB, driving while black, and openly tell you that you're not supposed to be in that part of town after dark. Real racism. When you and your best friend, your brother, are in a white part of town after the club closed, police pull you over and plant drugs on you just to take you to jail. I have experienced real racism. And yet, through it all, through the upbringing that I had, the strong black men and women in my family, I was taught you never paint with a broad brush because you can't defeat an enemy using their tactics. See, Martin Luther King understood it. You can't beat hate with hate. You can't beat hate with violence because the enemy outnumbers you. They're stronger than you. They have more power than you. So you must outthink them. So I was taught you can't call all white people evil. You can't call all white people racist. Because using that logic, thinking like that, then should not white people be able to call all of us barbarians? Would they not be legitimized in calling all of us thugs and criminals? When you see the statistics of the United States population, we only make up 13 to 14% of America, yet we are responsible for 40% of the violent crimes. We are, when it comes to between races, within the same race, intra-racial crimes, white on white, black on black, Hispanic on Hispanic, etc. Why is that statistic highest among black people? So if you are a white person and you see those statistics and you see that, then wouldn't they be right in calling us animals, savages? Because that's how we treat each other. Yet we want to blame everything on the white man. Even Malcolm X, in his later years, his I want to say his rebirth years after he came back from Mecca and understood the true message of being a Muslim. Even he knew the only people that can solve black folks' problems are black folks. You can't blame the white people for what we had. You simply cannot. We have to look at ourselves. We quit giving a damn about ourselves. We quit giving a damn about the way we portray ourselves. It's not the white man's problem. It's ours. I've had my cars broken into, my home broken into, and every time when they found the suspects, it was always somebody black or Hispanic. I am a concealed carry person. Pack a pistol. And do you know why I pack a pistol? It's not because I'm worried about a white man jumping out of the bushes in my neck of the woods trying to rob me when I come home at 2 o'clock in the morning. No, that's not why I have my pistol. I don't have a high end alarm system and security system around my home because I'm worried about a white man coming to my house causing problems. Nah. As a matter of fact, I've had to draw my weapon in public 3 times. Each time, it was a black man. Each time. So where is all this white privilege, this white supremacy? Two of my oldest friends, who I've known for over 30 years, both white. One of them had a father who was a card carrying member, literally, of the KKK. Hated my guts, all because I was black and close to his child. You see, the racial divide in 2023 is not like it was in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. No, it has gotten better. But the talking heads, the mainstream media, they perpetuate the divide in us. If you go out there and talk to normal people, not the people that abide by CNN and MSNBC, not the people that swear by Joy Reid and Whoopi Goldberg. No, no. People who live among diversity every day. I will tell you that it ain't nowhere near as bad as they say it is. I told you in the beginning about my grandfather, who was born in 1911, lived in East Texas, grew up a sharecropper. So did my grandmother. And when my great grandfather passed, that church had just as many white people in it as it did black folks because they knew, loved, and respected my great grandfather. You see, I don't get this racism and blaming racism on failure and why we can't succeed. The greatest successes in black history happened when Jim Crow was a law, where it was legal to mistreat black people, wrongfully treat black people. When that was a law, black people succeeded. Do your history research and look at the city of Atlanta in the late 1800s, how prosperous black people were in that city. You'll discover some interesting things that happened in Atlanta back then. And let's not forget about Tulsa, Oklahoma, the Greenwood District. People lovingly refer to it as Black Wall Street. That happened in the 1920s. Black Wall Street happened in the 1920s. Here we are, 100 years later, and y'all trying to tell me we can't even get to that level of success again? You're going to let the media tell you black people that y'all are perpetual victims? You see, that's what they call the bigotry of low expectations. You keep saying that we don't need the white man. You don't need the white man. Screw the white man. Yet you keep letting him hand feed you the bull. Oh, it's okay, little boys and girls. It's okay, Tyrone. It's okay, Shaniqua. I don't expect much from y'all because I know y'all can't do it because, the system done held y'all back. That system in the 1800s and 1920s was literally holding black folks back. yet they prospered. Here we are, 2023, and y'all are saying that we can't? Robert Johnson, the man who started an all-black network, BET, we can't? Oprah Winfrey, the first black woman billionaire in America, and we can't? Tyler Perry, the man who was going homeless just to put on plays, literally started from the bottom, living out of his car, now owns an entire movie lot in Atlanta. But racism is against us? The NFL produces dozens upon dozens of millionaires every year. So does the NBA. But the system is set up against us? At some point in time, black people, we gotta look within ourselves. Check that chick making an ass shaking video. Talk about that dude walking around showing his drawers all the time. We don't want to see that dude's underwear. Homegirl, we don't want to see all that ass shaking. Have pride in yourself. Put that same effort and energy that you have into looking cool, trying to be hard, trying to get some clout and fame. Put that same effort into being a better person, into being a better man, a better woman, a better father, a better mother. Put that same effort into making yourself better, making your community better, starting a business. Put that same effort that you put into being cool for society and blaming the white man. Put that same effort into being better. Racism is bullshit. There are only pockets of it. I'm never going to say it's completely gone, because as long as mankind walks the earth, there will be people who hate people based on how they look and where they're from. It's written in the Bible, still going on today. But to say that an entire group of people is out against us, it's foolishness. You need a reason why you sorry. You need a reason, you need an excuse for you being no good and lazy. Stop it. Just stop it.
Stop it. Get some help.
Be better. Wait. Stop right there. That was a sample. You want the whole entree? Follow us on our podcast, Free Mind Thinkers. You can find us where you pick up any and all your favorite podcasts. That includes Amazon Music, Pandora, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and iHeartRadio. Until next time, y'all take care of yourselves and always dare to think differently.